lots of bugs and mosquitoes.
Hey, real quick, right before we jump into this video, if you'd do me a huge favor and hit that like button. Also, thank you for subscribing to this channel. If you'd like to be notified of future videos, please hit that bell icon. Have a great day and enjoy this video.
How many bugs you interact with and experience will depend on many factors, like where you're located. If you're in the trees or brush, you will likely have more bugs. If you're protected from the wind, then you will likely have fewer flying bugs. Okay? If you're out on the water, generally you will not have as many flying bugs or any bugs at all. Now, seasonal fluctuations also affect how much bug pressure you will have. Like in the colder months, there tends to be less flying bugs. Now, in some sense, you can't control how much bug pressure you will have. What you can control is what you do to prepare yourself for bug pressure and what you can do to limit how much pressure there is. You should always prepare for heavy bug pressure. And I'm saying bug pressure, I mean like how many bugs are around you and affecting you in your environment right around you. Okay, that's bug pressure. Okay, so always prepare for heavy bug pressure, so a lot of bugs being around, but hopefully the bug pressure will be light or there won't be that many bugs. All right, now let's talk about preparations for mosquitoes, biting flies, and ticks. Well, first, bring the correct clothes. Now, a head net is effective to keeping flying bugs off of your face. Remember, when you're on a portage trail or paddling, you won't have the use of your hands, especially if you're portaging the canoe. Also, wear a long sleeve shirt with a hoodie as well as long pants. And paddling gloves also help. Now, I want you to remember that your rain jacket and rain pants also offer great protection. It's much more difficult, if not impossible, for a biting fly to bite through your rain gear. Okay? So many people don't think about it, but your rain jacket and rain pants actually offer great protection from bugs. All right. Now, second, before you leave, spray all of your clothes with permethrin. Okay. Make sure you follow the manufacturer's instructions and don't spray your underwear or your rain gear. Okay. So, spraying your clothes, all right, is your first option and your best option for protecting you from bugs. Okay. The second option is to use bug repellent. Now, what kind of bug spray do you need? Well, really you need bug spray that's 100% DEET. Okay. Make sure you don't bring bug spray in an aerosol container. You can bring a pump spray, lotion, or wipes. Okay. So how much bug spray would you need? Well, assuming that you sprayed your clothes in permethrin, so now your clothes that you're wearing already have bug spray kind of baked into the clothes, if you will. All right. You're going to need 1 4-ounce container per person, or 2 to 3 wipes per day per person. So 1 4-ounce container of bug spray for your entire trip, or 2 to 3 wipes, if that's what you choose to take, for each day you're on the trail. Now let's discuss some other options to limit how much exposure to mosquitoes you'll have. Well, first and foremost, your campsite selection. Campsites located on points or peninsulas tend to be exposed to more wind, which tends to limit how much flying bugs that you experience. Okay, campsites that are more wooded tend to have more bug pressure. On the U.S. side, just so you know, the latrines are tucked up into brush, so you can expect there to be bugs present whenever you go to the bathroom. All right, and the same would be true on the Canadian side. It's just so you know, on the U.S. side, there are latrines. Those tend to be tucked up in the woods. On the Canadian side, there are no latrines. You're just going to go in the woods. There always tends to be bugs in the woods. That's the point, okay? Bugs also tend to come out of the woods at night. So sometime during the evening, you need to stop drinking water, and then you need to go to the bathroom right before you go to bed, and then get in your tent at least 30 minutes before the sun goes down. So what time does the sun go down? Well, that depends on the time of year you are at Northern Tier, okay? But generally, it's pretty late in the day. So let's just use as a rough guide. The sun's going to set at 9 to 10 o'clock at night, okay? Once you're in your tent, you do not want to come out until the next morning, okay? If you do, if you open your tent up, your tent will be flooded with mosquitoes and you're going to hate life. And speaking of tents, while you're at base camp, make doubly sure that your tent body has no holes in it. And all your zippers not only open all the way, but they close all the way too. So there's no holes in the zipper or the tent body. All right, so now let's talk about ticks. Using the same preparation for clothes, so spraying your clothes with permethrin, that goes a long way to keeping ticks off of you, okay? Make sure you check yourself every night for ticks. Remember, ticks can be very small and hard to see. If you do find a tick, you need to deal with it right away. And finally, let's talk about leeches, okay? Yes, certain lakes tend to have leeches in them, but before you freak out, it's not a widespread problem. I just want you to be aware of it, okay? So to help keep leeches off of you, you can wear a long sleeve shirt. You can tuck your shirt into your pants. Okay, make sure you wear a belt. Okay, and keep your shirt tucked in. Just so that everything is kind of closed up, if you will. You can also tuck your pant legs into your socks. So that way, there's really not a lot of exposure of your skin to the water. That should help minimize getting leeches on you. Again, leeches is not a widespread problem. It's only in a few places, but that can go a long way to helping you keep leeches off of you. You also, at the end of the day, while you're checking yourself for ticks, you can check yourself for leeches, okay? So in closing, I don't want you to freak out about bugs, okay? Yes, there will be bugs. You will have experience with bugs. But if you prepare well and you follow these recommendations, you will be well prepared to handle whatever amount of bug pressure presents itself on your trip, okay? Another pro tip is get your day started early, so that way you can hopefully pick a campsite of your choice. Again, one out on maybe a peninsula. It tends to have a little more wind. You need to be around the place you want to have your campsite picked out by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon if you're on the Boundary Water side, around Ely, which tends to be very, tends to have more people in it. So around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you need to be more or less where you want to be to kind of guarantee that you'll get first pick on a campsite, okay? And don't allow, me talking about bugs or ticks or leeches to keep you from going, okay? Going to Northern Tier is a trip of a lifetime, and you just need to have a little preparation to be able to deal with it. And with that ends this video, and I hope you have a blessed day.
Hey, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you'd like to support this channel, remember, please subscribe to this channel, tell your friends about it. Thanks for hitting that like button. Everything here is free. I want to give back to the community. I want to give to you everything here for free. I've been out in the outdoors for a long time, and it's great that I can be able to give all this information to you. That is what's most important to me. If you would like to give back, I do have a GoFundMe page set up, and you can follow the link. And if you'd like to, if you're a youth with your parents' support, I would gladly accept your donations. Thank you and have a blessed day.